Assalamualaikum and good morning to my kids. Welcome back for the science class with me, teacher Nadia, year 3. I hope everyone ready with your textbook. Now let's start the lesson. What are the objectives for today? You have to know how to give definition of two science process skills. We are going to continue our scientific skills about measuring and using numbers and also communicating. And then you have to state 3 measuring tools and 3 standard units during taking the measurement. And then you have to state 3 forms of communicating. So all of these 3 works, you have to write the notes in the exercise book SN1. And then you have to answer the activity book page 4 until 5 for topic measuring and using numbers, and also activity book page 9 to answer about the topic communicating. Let's do a quick revision about measuring and using numbers. You have learned about this during year 2.
Measurement. We use the words like taller and shorter to compare the height, and words like heavier and lighter to compare the weight of different things, animals, or people on a daily basis. There are different units in which we measure the height, weight, time, distance, etc. Let us study these different units of measurement today. Measuring weight. We measure the weight of solids in grams and kilograms. 1000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. Fruits, vegetables, and grocery items are also measured in grams and kilograms. These are the normal weights that a greengrocer and grocer have. We use a weighing balance to measure the weight of objects. Some people use a spring balance.
Also, when you're cooking or baking, you use the kitchen scale. Or if you want to measure your body weight, you use the weighing scale, or we call as bathroom scale. Liquids are always measured in liters and milliliters. So let's learn about liquids.
1000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. As liquids take the shape of the container, it is the capacity of the container which determines how much liquid it can hold. Measuring jars come in different capacities. Next is measuring length, height, and width. In early times, people used parts of the body for measuring length. There were 2 main objections to these early units. First, if the units were based on the size of a body part, it would be different when measured by different people. Secondly, the various units like handspan, cubit, fathom, etc. would have no connection with each other. Later, units like feet and inches were used to measure the height, length, and width of all objects. Now, all over the world, the metric system is being accepted for measuring these 3 dimensions.
Next, let's do a quick revision about communicating. You also have learned about this topic during year 2.
After a class experiment, Lana is sharing the results of the experiment with Sarah. Lana is using the science skill of communicating. Communicating is the process of receiving, spreading, and sharing of information and ideas. Speaking, listening, and writing are ways to give and receive information or ideas. Recording information from investigations in the form of tables, graphs, and charts are also ways to practice communication. Making science drawings and labeling them are another way to practice communication. Finally, writing science reports, just like what Lana did, will enable others to repeat and check the results of the experiment.
Now, let's look at your textbook, page 6. What is the meaning of measuring and using numbers? It is a skill to make observations using numbers and standard unit tools. On page 6, you can see there is a spot there, how you want to record the time for the race. You have to follow the correct steps. Step number 1, number 2, and step number 3. So, what is the actual time taken on this digital stopwatch? There are two types of stopwatch, digital and analog. What you can say? There are two readings, minutes and seconds. So, it is 3 minutes and 59.29 seconds. Let's look at page 7, how to measure length correctly. Remember, you have to choose suitable tool and the units. Also, you must follow the correct steps to take the measurement. Place the end of the object in line with the 0 mark and then at the correct position of the eyes. Now, let's look at your textbook, page 13. What is the meaning of communicating? It is a skill to describe an action, object, or phenomenon using words or graphic symbols. The information can be recorded in a table and then can be transferred to the other forms such as a bar chart. You also can put the other forms of communication such as drawing posters, picture charts, pie charts, and storytelling. I hope all of you know what you have to do in the exercise book SN1. You have to give me the definition and also 3 names of the tools and the units to take the measurement, and then 3 forms of the communicating. Now, you can continue doing the activity book, page 4 until 5 for the topic measuring and using number. And also page number 9 for the topic communicating. You can choose suitable form of information in the communication. That's all for this week. I hope everyone always follow the MCOSOP and to make sure we can break the chain of COVID-19, stay home if there is no urgent need for you to go out, okay? Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.